Welcome to my podcast, Talk About Everything and All About Nothing. This is Dana Leggett. I'm here this evening to talk about my adventures of today. This was Marcus' birthday weekend. It's Tuesday coming, so went on a boat tour on the Big M at Little River. So we had to talk about it and see how we enjoyed it and what we did on the boat and everything. So with me tonight is, of course, Mr. Marcus Leggett. Say hey, Marcus.
Good evening.
So I'm just here because it's like I just want to tell y'all the adventures of the boat tour. It was actually pretty good. It was a casino boat tour, and then we did a little bit of gambling and talking, and we got to know some people, and we did some socializing. We played the slots we played the penny slots is what they call, but it way more than that, but it was fun. So Marcus, tell me how you enjoyed yourself.
I enjoyed a lot for us, like going on the boat in the water. I haven't been on in years since 1998. I'm sorry. And at that time I went on the boat at the harbor in New York. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed myself today, from the trip to Little River to the little cart ride we had from the parking lot to the boat. Then turn around. My baby didn't have her cell phone, but she thought she left in the car. So I had to walk back to the car and then realize the phone is not in the car. I called her and she had the phone on her. So that was the only setback on the whole trip.
Oh yeah, we had some mishaps. Oh, that ain't the only mishap, but that was one of the very first mishaps we had. Because when you first got there, we did not know that you don't start gambling when you first get on the boat. You have to literally wait like 40 minutes out into the ocean, almost to an hour. But you can socialize then, and you can eat. There's a little restaurant that's on the second floor, and you can eat.
2 bars.
And two bars, but we didn't know nothing about the second bar. When we first got there, we went upstairs to the second floor where there are more slot machines and stuff like that, and a restaurant. So we ate. We had a very good $5 meal, which was hot dogs and chips and a drink, which was, believe it or not, worth it.
And a pickle.
He want to keep adding and a pickle. And like I said, it was worth it. It was filling. It was everything. So we didn't go up then. We went back down to the floor. So then it was time to start playing the slots. We played a little bit. I lost about $15. And Marcus played. He was winning but didn't know it. So when he got his winnings up, he just started playing. It went bigger and bigger. By then he had played all his winnings back in. So, but it still was fun. We had fun. So then we left there and we did some more walking around and scouting out different poker machines. So then we went upstairs. Now we moving. We out in the ocean and we moving. It's just going on. It's pretty nice out there, and it was a beautiful day today. So we got upstairs, and when we got upstairs, it was like you could view the ocean, which is a whole nother bar upstairs. And like due to COVID restrictions, they didn't have I guess it'd be like a little patio light station where they had the bar and the music. They had the bar and the music, but they didn't have any live bands again due to COVID. They also don't have the buffet no more due to COVID. So. But it was still nice. It was well worth it. So we got upstairs, and that's when the next mishap started happening. I started to feel queasy. Now, I have been on boats before, but this time my stomach was, whichever way the boat went, that's which way my stomach went. And like I said, a lot of people don't realize it, but I have vertigo. So,
mind you now, the further along we went into the water, the tides got rougher, and you had to try to hold your balance as you walk, which was really hard to do. Even on the floor with the games and stuff, because they had a carpet on that one. Then we was upstairs where it was a straight concrete floor, and they furniture stayed in place, but you moving. So you basically trying to balance yourself while you moving, and you trying to get to a seat or get to the edge of the ship where you can see all the water and take pictures and stuff.
And he absolutely right. We took a couple of pictures. I made a video of the water and stuff, but it's like, to me, it was fun, but it was 4 hours, and that was 1 hour too long for me. And it's like the waves was just rough, and my stomach went. And I'm telling y'all, it's like I wanted to walk around, but I couldn't, because every time I felt like I was gonna move, like Marcus kept wanting to help me walk, and like, I'll help you walk. Nope, unless you want me to throw up on you, leave me alone. I'll be in this chair when you get back. I wanted to do more and couldn't, because my God, it's like, OMG. I just, whew.
Yeah, because I went to the front of the
deck.
Yeah,
to the bow of the
to
boat.
the front deck of the boat.
Yeah.
And looked around. There were a few people up there. I talked to them and took some pictures and stuff. Then we met this couple from Clarkton, and then her and Dana started talking. And then me and the husband started talking, and we was talking about what he do, what I do, you know, about connecting, and they're not too far from where we live. We're not too far from where they live. And maybe take go on another boat ride together.
Absolutely. It was a nice man. It was and him and his wife, and Mr. Walter was his name, but I'm sorry I forgot his wife's name, but they was a nice couple. So we did that, and like we said, we connected. Then I met another man who literally said he owned a television station. He showed us his credentials and everything, and he was like he was interested in my podcast, because like I said, I talk about my podcast to anyone who listens. I'm glad. I want people to know that I enjoy doing what I do, and that, like I said, it's a lot of work doing my podcast. It's a lot of work getting stuff done. It's a lot of work getting my name out there. It's a lot of work even just engineering and cleaning it up and taking out background noise and finding guests. But it's something I love to do. Like I was telling Marcus on our ride down there, I said, I spend my days talking to people, and I would like to make my podcast to the point where not only do I spend my days talking to people and loving what I do, but also doing what I do to help take care of myself and my family. So this is just not a fantasy for me. It is, I'm trying to make it a reality for me. How you feel about that, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure she be able to establish it and keep it going and becoming successful, so she could actually make it her career and get away from her.
Can't say that.
Well, which is at the Hall plant, and it's really kind of taking a toll on her body. And I'm not trying to get her in a wheelchair no time soon, or walking with no cane anytime soon. Like
wow.
But it's the truth, and I'm just trying to get it where we can work for ourselves, because that's the main concept of us making a move up this way and doing better and being able to accomplish something together and being able to work for ourselves instead of always running back and forth to a plant.
And that's true. I want to live plant life. I want to give it another 7 years, and that 7 years time I want to be able to have my podcast up and running, make it monetization, so I have money coming in to help take care of my family. So please support me. Think about me. Please like, share me anywhere. I'm on most platforms that have anything to do with podcasts, like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. So please, be a supporter of me, and I support you in your endeavor for whatever you're doing out there. So, like I said, this wasn't gonna be a long one tonight, because I've been driving all day, and so we got it in. I hope Mark enjoyed his birthday weekend. He's still got more days to go, because his birthday is actually on Tuesday coming, and so
tomorrow's celebration.
Tomorrow's celebration. So, you got anything to say, Marcus?
Yes, I hope you get a chance to actually go on that casino boat, because it was fun. I enjoyed it, and you meet a lot of interesting and new people from different places.
Absolutely.
Got a guy she was talking about, him and his wife, they said they was from Fayetteville, and then we ran into a couple, an older couple, say they just moved down from New Hampshire to Jacksonville, but they ended up at Little River trying to find something to do. And they was also Patriots fans, so we got all that conversation. They was an older retired couple, like in their 70s. So, that inspired us to try to make it to that area in life and keep it moving and being as healthy as they are and, doing similar stuff.
Are you going to say goodnight? Because this was our wrap up and you didn't wrap it up.
Oh, good night.
So everybody have a good night. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to wish y'all a good night and be safe. And like I said, share, like my podcast. Subscribe to my podcast on YouTube, any endeavor. So talk about everything and all about nothing. Have a good night.